Gillette Stadium suddenly erupted when Jimin boldly asked Jungkook for a piggyback ride in the middle of BTS's concert in Boston. Without hesitation, Jungkook immediately carried his young around the stage while laughing freely, igniting hysterical screams from tens of thousands of armies. However, the main spotlight actually fell on Taehyung, who was standing right next to them. Far from being captivated by the cuteness, Taehyung instead put on a super dramatic, disgusted expression, complete with an eye roll and a resigned sigh. This hilarious moment hit a whole new peak when Jimin deliberately stuck his tongue out to mock Taehyung from atop Jungkook's back. The stadium camera immediately zoomed in on Taehyung's smirking face on the giant LED screen, successfully turning the stadium into a massive comedy show. Welcome to Jimintober, your daily dose of Jimin, BTS, and everything you need to know. Let's get started. Foxborough, BTS's grand concert at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Boston, suddenly turned into an adorable yet hilarious moment that instantly fired up the spirits of tens of thousands of fans present at the venue. Amid the roaring cheers and spectacular stage lighting, the natural interaction between BTS members once again successfully captured massive public attention. This time, the main spotlight fell on the sweet and amusing dynamics between Jimin, Jungkook, and Kim Taehyung, which succeeded in making the entire stadium go wildly hysterical. The commotion began in the midst of their energetic performance when Jimin surprisingly showed his clingy side, which armies had missed so much. Brightly smiling in his signature style, Jimin, as if suddenly running out of energy, stretched his arms wide toward the youngest member, Jungkook. Without a second thought, Jimin blatantly expressed his desire for a piggyback ride right in front of the ocean of fans packing the stadium. Jungkook, known for having the best physical stamina among all BTS members, responded to the request very promptly and warmly. Without uttering a single complaint, the all-rounder Maknae welcomed Jimin's stunt with a booming laugh before bending down to let his senior jump onto his back. This sweet piggyback sight instantly made the concert atmosphere thunder violently due to hysterical screams from fans. While carrying Jimin in a very stable hold, Jungkook casually walked his young around the Grand Gillette Stadium stage to greet audience members at various angles. Jimin himself thoroughly enjoyed the moment, laughing freely while waving his hand with a triumphant expression for successfully being spoiled by Jungkook. Jungkook's willingness and Jimin's clingy act radiated such genuine closeness, showcasing the deep bond of friendship they have nurtured over many years. However, the sweet surprise held another comedy drama that was no less attention-grabbing on the same side of the stage. Kim Taehyung, or V, who stood just a few meters away from the scene, witnessed the entire spoiled act of Jimin and Jungkook firsthand from up close. Taehyung's reaction turned out to be a complete 180-degree flip from the audience's euphoria, who were gushing over the Jikook moment. Instead of smiling along or swooning, Taehyung greeted the sight with a dramatically hilarious facial expression. In his signature expressive style, he threw a resigned gaze, slowly shook his head, and perfected it with a highly theatrical eye roll. His face seemed to radiate a mix of annoyance, jealousy, and cringe seeing Jimin's clingy behavior and Jungkook's overly submissive attitude on stage. Taehyung's expression of hatred and feigned disgust did not last just a brief second. He maintained it continuously while watching his two bandmates walk past him. He even managed to cross his arms over his chest with a heavy sigh deliberately showcased toward the stadium's gigantic camera. The stark contrast between the warmth of Jimin Jungkook and Taehyung's hilariously cold attitude created an extraordinarily entertaining visual contrast for anyone watching. Instantly, Fan cam clips recorded from various angles by fans spread like wildfire and went viral across various social media platforms such as X, TikTok, and Instagram. Hashtags related to the moment suddenly topped global trending topic lists within just hours after the concert ended. The fan community was left helpless with laughter seeing the contrasting behavior of these three top idols. Many armies began getting creative by turning clips of Taehyung's expression into various relatable everyday memes. One fan's tweet on platform X went viral overnight after writing a joke that Taehyung genuinely looked like a tired, resigned grandfather fed up with his hyperactive, restless grandchildren's absurd shenanigans. The joke was endorsed by hundreds of thousands of internet users who felt the exact same way seeing Taehyung's face. Although the hatred and jealousy displayed by Taehyung were clearly just a friendly joke stemming from their long-standing close bond, the spontaneous reaction served as a perfect refreshing touch amid the concert's intensity. The relationship between Jimin, Jungkook, and Taehyung, often referred to as the Maknae Line, always manages to bring a unique dynamic where affection and playful teasing can occur simultaneously on the very same stage. In the end, this warm and humor-filled little incident successfully became one of the most iconic and unforgettable highlights throughout BTS's concert tour in Boston. This unique moment not only proved the unreserved closeness among BTS members outside of stage professionalism, but also succeeded in providing a sweet, amusing memory that will forever be cherished by the tens of thousands of armies present that night. Not stopping at the adorable piggyback ride, Jimin's playfully provocative behavior made the Gillette Stadium stage atmosphere heat up even further. Seeing Taehyung's reaction of rolling his eyes and pretending to be disgusted, Jimin felt no guilt whatsoever and instead doubled down on showing off his victory. From atop Jungkook's back, Jimin intentionally stuck his tongue out and laughed mockingly right at Taehyung's increasingly resigned face. Jimin's mischievous act became even more complete as he patted Jungkook's shoulders as if riding a racehorse, all while keeping a teasing smile directed specifically at Taehyung. Jungkook, realizing his young sweet provocation, joined in on the giggles and intentionally sped up his pace, carrying Jimin right in front of Taehyung so their friend could see their mischief from an extremely close distance. Seeing Jimin's escalating provocations and mocking face, Taehyung could only exhale a long breath while shaking his head, then cracked a faint smile as if completely at a loss for words facing his two bandmates' antics. The roaring cheers of tens of thousands of armies erupted uncontrollably when the concert camera crew promptly caught the mutual teasing moment and displayed it in full glory on the stadium's giant LED screens. This sweet provocation moment from atop Jungkook's back instantly became a top favorite clip among fans on social media. Jimin's act of sticking his tongue out with an innocent face, combined with Taehyung's resignation and Jungkook's free laughter, served as living proof of how vibrant their friendship dynamic is on stage, constantly succeeding in entertaining millions of eyes. The BTS members' mischief reached perfection thanks to the sharpness of the production team working that night. The alert and clever concert camera operator who caught the comedic signal immediately aimed the camera and abruptly zoomed in straight onto Taehyung's face. Within seconds, Taehyung's resigned, smirking, and disgusted look was displayed in giant proportions on Gillette Stadium's main LED screen. Instantly, Taehyung's visuals filling the giant screen triggered an explosion of laughter from the tens of thousands of armies packing the stadium, turning the concert atmosphere into a massive comedy show. Taehyung, realizing his face was being zoomed in close-up before the entire audience, did not turn serious. Instead, he deepened his dramatic acting by covering his face with both hands as if feeling utterly embarrassed and exhausted by Jimin and Jungkook's silly antics. The cameraman's quick response in capturing the candid moment received overwhelming praise from fans on social media. The giant screen highlight not only multiplied the laughter inside the stadium, but also produced a high-quality video clip that has now become one of the most viral and legendary moments from BTS's concert tour in Boston.